Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Titan Tips. Today I want to talk about equipping Hero. Tower of Titan starts this evening, and so I just want to give a super quick overview of what you're looking for when you're going to equip heroes. This is not going to be in-depth by any means. I do have a couple full guides on it, but just as a quick tip video as you go into tower, I just want to talk quickly about a couple of things here. So here, for example, we're looking at a berserker. I took off all of his gear. This is all the normal gear, but I just want to show you a couple things. So about a year ago, I did an experiment, and basically what I did is I bought all the best in slot gear, but basically enchanted it differently. I had normal gear that was fully enchanted, I had green gear that was decently enchanted, and I had like purple gear that didn't have very good enchants on it, and basically compared all of the benefits of the gear and basically what it looked like in terms of what the hero could pull off with or without good gear. The most important thing when it comes to gear is actually enchantments. The piece of gear itself does not matter as much as the enchantments themselves do. So if you go into your skills here, I go from 200% attack and I to 10% health and 200% attack. If you go here, it goes from 50% to 150%, depending on how many elements that I have. So all of your skills are going to increase drastically in their effectiveness depending on how much elements that you have. So you having a really high number of element on your gear is actually going to make a lot more difference than the actual pieces of gear itself. So my recommendation when it comes to gear is basically never equip your heroes with gear unless you can afford tier 9 enchants for those heroes. Period. You need to try to have 90 element on them. Also, when you enchant a piece of gear, see if we're going to go to element and we're going to put this piece of gear on it, it also increases the stats on that gear as well. So if you're putting a tier 9 enchant, it's going to increase the stats on that piece of gear more than, let's say, a tier 4 enchant is. Okay, so regardless, putting a higher enchant on a piece of gear actually makes that piece of gear better. So buying an epic piece of gear and just putting like tier 4 enchants on it is not going to be as good as having a normal piece of gear with full tier 9 enchants on it. Okay, let's also talk about what you want to equip. So here you can see I have Axe of the Fifth and it has attack and defense on it. So if we go equip from market, you go to search, and for this guy he has an axe skill, so I'm going to want axes. So if you go to equip from market, we search, we hit axes, and we're just going to go, let's say, superior. Okay, all of these are going to have a different set of stats. So as you can see, this Kodiak Cleaver has attack and health on it. The axe has attack and defense. This axe has attack and defense. So this beeswax is a much better axe than the Axe of the Fifth that I have. It has 600 more attack and some more defense from that as well, so it's going to be about 3.9 million for this axe. So that would probably actually be an upgrade from what I have right now. Maybe not quite, because I do have good enchantments on it, but it is a much better axe. So basically when you're looking at gear, you're looking for gear with two different stats on it. So this one has attack and defense, this has attack and health. So the ones with additional stats are always generally going to be better than something without additional stats. So let's do armor here as well. So we just go to superior armor. As you can see, some of these have defense and health, defense and health, defense and health. So these additional stats are always going to be better. So the Milesian Mail is going to be the best piece of gear in that slot. If we go, let's say, to this slot and we search green gear as well, you've got pretty much everything in here is going to have multiple stats. So it's going to have attack and health, attack and health, attack and defense, those sorts of things. So you kind of just gear your hero how you want to. But as you can see, these pieces of gear are not crazy expensive. You can get something that's really good, that has good stats for like 2 million, 3 million gold. And the enchants for this are going to be about 1 to 1.5 million per enchantment with green gear. So really each piece of gear, let's say even 5 million total for everything, including enchants. So you can fully have a decked out hero, full like tier 11 green gear or tier 10 or whatever, with full tier 9 enchants for 5 mil a piece. So 30 million to fully deck out a hero. And by the way, you guys, to finish tower, it's basically graded like Delta Tower, the most difficult tower, which unlocks when you hit level 58, I believe. is actually graded for a set of flawless gear with three. So here, full flawless gear like this guy has, which I only have tier 9s because I equipped this guy when tier 9 was the highest tier, and three skills. Three decent skills. So any hero with flawless gear and three skills should be able to finish tower, or at least get close to finishing tower. That's what the tower is graded for. So if you have even better gear than that and four skills, you should be able to finish tower pretty easily at that point. And so basically what I'm saying is with only 30 million to deck out a hero fully with good gear, with best in slot gear, with good enchantments, you should be able to finish at least 3/4 of tower. Even if you don't have super high level heroes or the best skills, you should be able to finish the majority of tower and be able to get a ton of gear, really good rewards. Maybe not quite get a soul unless you're able to spend more on your gear or are having like level 35 heroes with decent skills and stuff. But like on my Iron Man account, which I didn't have good skills, I didn't have amazing heroes, I only had green gear with like tier 9 enchants, and I finished Delta Tower. So think about that. I didn't have access to market. All I was using was items that I was sold from NPCs that were walking into my shop, and I was still able to finish tower. So I don't think it's actually like an incredibly difficult feat to finish. It's just really a matter of you having like full these heroes, full green gear, good enchantments are going to be able to finish at least like probably 24 or 27 floors of tower, and that's not even using like my really solid heroes, which I only have a few of. And so hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what you should be looking for and how to budget your heroes. But even this set of gear right here only cost me 30 million, and I could finish 3/4 of tower easily. So just make sure that you're not buying really high rarities like legendaries and epics and stuff like that that aren't necessary, that you can't even equip enchants properly. Go with low rarity gear, go with best in slot, high tier gear with decent enchants on it, and you'll do much better and spend a lot less money and a lot less headache trying to get farther in tower. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Good luck in tower. Hope many of you get souls, and I'll see you next time. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Peace.